Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening to you from whatever part of the world you are in. My name is Adesa, and welcome to the first episode of At Home with Adesa. I hope you are as excited as I am to embark on this amazing journey of chit chat while we chill in our houses. So, it took me a while to just think about what I want to talk about because this is just a free space where we are going to talk about everything. So I was just going through my mind, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about? What are you going to give to the lovely people who are going to give you their time and listen to what you have to say? And then yesterday, I had a very hectic day. I love watching reality TV. And then I decided to watch Love is Blind UK. Now, for those of you who like to watch Love is Blind and you haven't watched Love is Blind UK, a little spoiler alert. I'm just going to spoil it a little bit, just a little bit, very little. And it's the beginning, so it doesn't really affect anything else that happens in the show. But two things happened that just got me thinking, and I was like, oh, wow. We human beings are carrying a lot. So what I'm just going to briefly talk about today is trauma and healing. So, story time. If you do not know what Love is Blind is, it's a reality show where adults of marriageable age come together to basically meet themselves. But the difference with this is that it's literally blind because you are in pods that is separated by a wall. So as a man, you don't see the woman you're talking to, and as a woman, you don't see the man you're talking to, but you get to engage each other and then connect on a deeper level, on an emotional and spiritual level, which is, of course, what the show aims to derive. And I feel they actually do fall in love because you hear these couples being like, oh my God, I don't believe I can love somebody that I have never seen, you know, physically. So I feel they fall in love. And then in the process, you propose in the pot. And it's when the proposal has happened that they now get to see themselves physically and then take it from there and see if love is blind, if really the connection was so deep, blah, blah, blah. And now that you've seen each other, if you're not attracted, you can. And then you go on to get married, and then it's when you are on the altar, you don't have to say I do or I don't in front of your family members. Well, okay, still makes the show very interesting. So, story time. Let's get to what brought up this topic. Your dear Adisa was watching Love is Blind, and then this lady was talking. She was talking to the guy, and the guy asked for her to talk about her childhood. And this girl is like, her parents got divorced when she was 13. And when she was 13, she wasn't seeing her father a lot anymore. And then she was always reaching out to her father saying like, Daddy, let's do this. Daddy, when am I going to see you? Daddy, daddy, yada, yada. Just generally reaching out to her father. And then I'm sure it just on her like, I'm the one reaching out to my father all the time. If daddy really loves me, daddy should reach out to me. So she stopped reaching out to her daddy. People of God, the father never reached out to her again. Has she stopped? That was it. She never heard from her father again. And in my head, I'm like, wow. Even the guy that was talking to her was listening, was like, wow. You didn't hear from him again? Well, she didn't hear from her father again. And at this point, she's doing Love is Blind, so she's 35 years old. But 15 years after, that's when she was now 28, her mother then calls her to tell her that, oh, my darling, I'm sorry. I need to tell you that the man you have been calling daddy, daddy, who has not reached out to you, is not your biological father, which I guess for me at that point was a bit understandable. Maybe he didn't want to be in her life, but he's not your biological father. And due to reasons that had to do with relocation, from what I could get from the conversation, the mom could not stay with her biological father because of relocation. I think he was relocating to Ireland and she didn't want to move, but something of that sort, And as this girl is saying this story now, this is years later because, like I said, she's 35. She's actually crying, I think, yeah. And which means there's still the hurt, the pain, and the trauma of that. Now that's one. When I go to the second one, another guy, good looking man, I think he was about 38, he's talking to his so called significant other, the girl he's interested in. And then he says his own parents got divorced when he was 3 years old. Now, when he was 3 years old after the divorce, he hardly saw his dad. He was seeing his dad maybe once or twice a year. Now, in his words, because he was not seeing his dad like that, it made him want to be around his father, which is understandable because obviously I'm sure he idolized his father. So when he was older, although he didn't give timeline, but now I'm just assuming that maybe when he was now a teenager, he said he was going to spend 1 year with his father. Okay. And then he goes to spend 1 year with his father. Now, in the course of that 1 year, his mom is now taking a vacation with her family and obviously wants her adorable son to come. So she's like, hey, baby, let's go on vacation. You'll be returned to your father after the vacation. So he goes on vacation with his mom. Now, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's amazing. He like he goes on vacation with his mom and then he comes back and his father has disappeared. Literally, he has disappeared. Packed up, left the house that he was living in with his son. Before the son got back, the father left him. Wow. Now, the lady asked him, has this impacted you in any way? And then he goes to say that, of course it has. Because of that, he doesn't want to be vulnerable enough with anybody because he has the fear of abandonment. I'm smiling, but that made me really, really sad, especially for him, because he obviously would have been in relationships before and maybe with equally amazing women, but it didn't work out because he has a lot of baggage that he's dealing with. And it just, because as at the time I watched it, I had to pause the TV a while because I was like, wow. It made me have more empathy for humans, as for myself inclusive, because there is no rule book to living this life. We just come on in, and our parents just raise us with to the best of their ability with what they know, and most of the time it hurts because I do not in any way, shape, or form believe in generational curses, but what I do really believe in is a transmission of generational limiting beliefs, because you cannot give what you don't have. If a mom has been hurt and traumatized and a father has been hurt or traumatized, I promise you, it is that same thing he's going to pour into the children. And if the children don't take their time, they will pour it into their children. And before you notice it, from generation to generation, the same thing is repeating itself. It's not a curse. That's what I believe. Like I said, that's my opinion. It just made me that much more sad. We all are carrying so much, like we are carrying so much inside of us that is weighing us down, that I honestly believe that if these emotional baggages that we carry could be brought out of us and literally put and turned into physical weight, we will not in any way, shape, and form be able to lift it because it is that heavy. But because we don't see it, we just carry it about and it's weighing us down inside. It's affecting our relationships, our marriages, our friendship, our raising children. It's even more than anything now, more than we know, affecting our relationships with ourselves. It just really made me feel, wow, wow, that we as a species, we do have a lot of healing to do, because I honestly do believe that we have a lot of love to give, but we are so blocked, we are so hurt, we are so sad, and we put on a brave face outside, which is understandable, that we cannot access this bundle of sweet love that is at our core and at the center. So for me, I just felt like we oh, should try and go. I call it a self-awareness journey, a healing journey, where we really look within ourselves and ask those questions that we are afraid to ask because we know the answers deep down, but we don't want to hear it at all. We don't want to have to deal with all those things. Like, just leave it at the back. Like, I'm not interested. I cannot deal. But the truth is that the root of everything starts from us really going inside there. Why do I react the way I react? Why do I think the way I think? Why do I talk to myself the way I talk to myself? Why do I do the things I do? You know what? Just ask questions and the answers will come. I I feel if we go on this healing journey, we will live a healthier, happier, sweeter life. I had to go on this journey. There was a time in my life where, oh my God, I'm sure all of us have been there, and some people might be there, but oh my God is the only way I can express that time of my life. It was hard. It was hard. But I am a Christ follower. I am a Christian. And I do really believe that our God is so much love, that He is all love and no malice. And if He has given us this life and He calls it a gift, why should a gift be painful? Why should a gift be hard? I don't believe this life, this gift of life is supposed to be hard and it's supposed to be painful. Now, that is my belief. And it was with that belief I just went on a self discovery journey. I'm like, Lord, no, I am not accepting this. This cannot be you doing this to me. And it has been amazing. I promise you, it has been amazing. It has been healing. It has been peeling the layers like an onion of myself. Like, Adesua, who are you? What do you like? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? You know, it has been a journey, and I am still on that journey because I do not believe we ever arrive. I believe the day we say we have arrived, we start dying. But when we get to that sweet spot that we wanted to get to, there is so much more. Then we look ahead and we're like, oh my God, I need to go further. So you just keep discovering and realizing the potentials that God has laid within you of how amazing you are and how amazing this life can be and how beautiful and rich our relationships could be. But this can only happen if we sit down and just acknowledge that, yes, we have been hurt. Yes, decisions that were made consciously or unconsciously have affected our way of thinking. And we need to heal. And whatever way healing is for you, please, my darlings, I'm here to encourage everyone to do it. I heal with God. If yours is therapy, please go. If yours is taking time off to discover who you are again, please do it. Because there is so much love and undiscovered joy and peace in this life that we have been called to live. It's amazing. It is truly amazing. And I do this because God has just been amazing to me and showed me different paths and things that I never dreamed were possible, that it is possible. So, yeah, that's why I came on today, to just encourage us to heal so that we can love fully, we can live fully, we can laugh like there is no tomorrow, and we can be happy. Because I really do believe that at the end, at the core of every human being, we all just want to be happy. It's not about the amount of money we make. It's not about how hot we look. It's not about how things are just falling into place. No, we just want to be happy. Whatever happiness means to us. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm thinking of if I left something else. I don't think I left anything out. I really hope this has been encouraging to somebody, to anybody. And if it has helped you and you even stayed with me up until this point, thank you. I appreciate it. And I would like you to just leave a heart in the comment section till I set up my ring light to come to you. I say, be happy, be blessed, stay fit, and have a good day. Bye.